because I hate to feel like I'm almost 50 and still be on some childish stuff. But it's real. I'm childish. It's real. I have some weaknesses. It's real. I be doing some dumb stuff. It's real that some things that I don't want to do, I find myself doing. It's real that I'm not perfect. It's real. So instead of trying to ignore it, Eric, deal with it, because why? Now you about to mess up your marriage. Now you about to mess up like a whole day.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, green juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success. Listen, we have too much going on, period. I said it, we don't spend enough time doing the things we love or even with our loved ones. Worse yet, we find cheap and unhealthy substitutes to fill many other gaps in our lives. Hello Fresh. That's right, meet Hello Fresh. We all know that eating out isn't the healthiest alternative, and while it may save you time now, it costs later. Hello Fresh is the answer. With America's #1 meal kit, get fresh, easy, seasonal recipes and pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door. All you have to do is cook and enjoy. For a limited time only, get 10 free meals with HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/success10 and enter success10.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What up?
Got Dr. King, Jamal King in the building, the 9-to-5 millionaire.
I got a dream.
I got Douglas. To my left, I have Douglas, and he's ready to do a tremendous podcast. He told me he's hyped, and I'm hyped, man. I'm just excited to be here, man. Had a great weekend with the family, me and the kids playing board games, hanging out. You know what I mean? It was just dope, man. My girl, I usually on the weekends, I let Candace sleep in. You know what I'm saying? So she like to sleep, you know, because I can't sleep anyway. Shout out to everybody who could, like, when the weekend comes, you could just sleep till whenever.
I can't, but I think that's phenomenal.
My body just wake me up. But let me tell you something, man. It continues to amaze me how different your kids can be.
Yeah.
Like, sure. I've been trying to tell y'all how much of a savage Avery is. Bruh. So we playing this game, it's called Zingo, right? And so, long story short, it's like bingo for kids. So you got one person who got to, like, do the actual, chips, like, call out the thing. I guess her and Trey have named that the Zingoer, right? Now, I've never played this. Candace play it with them all the time, whatever. So this is my first time on the game. And so Trey says, I want to be the Zingoer. Avery said, no, I'm the Zingoer. Wow. Okay. So now me and Trey got to play against each other. Like, we're the ones actually playing. And he said, well, I get to do it next. She said, no. I'm doing it the whole time. And so Trey said, how come she gets to do it the whole time? She said, listen, y'all don't understand. If I play and I lose, I'm going to get negative. I said, what? Bruh. Wow. I said, you what? She said, if I play and I lose, I'm going to get negative.
It's on translation. I'm about to tear this up.
Bruh. Wow. But me and Trey both look like, okay, we got that. That's enough explanation. We was like, no, we don't want to get negative. She was like, things gonna get negative in here. So I was just dying laughing, man. And my kid, because I promise you, in the history of Trey life, he would never say nothing like that. You know what I mean? It would just never even come out his mouth. So just shout out to my kids, man. Trey had his last basketball game. Got a nice little bucket.
I saw.
Yeah. You seen the bucket? I showed
All
you.
that.
Yeah. He that nice little hoop, man. So hoop season's finished up, and man, we moving on to
Trifecta, baseball,
flag football. But my wife did not want him to play flag football because she think it's a gateway drug. Because she not letting him play football.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, flag is not like real football. So
Yeah, but he gonna fall in love with it to her point and gonna want to progress.
I agree.
you think so?
I agree.
No question.
I agree.
For flag?
That's what Barry Sanders
Well, the
got
thing
it
about
from.
it, because he's going to have friends on that team.
Yeah.
And they're going to go move on to tackle football, and then the pressure is going to be on him. Guaranteed.
So I thought y'all was gonna be on my side, but I see.
Nope. Not
All
on
right.
this one.
Yeah, man. How y'all feeling, man? Everybody good?
Oh, man. I'm so geeked.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. My daughter's doing her first big presentation in college tonight.
Okay.
She wants us to come and see her big presentation, like a 30-minute presentation. So I already know.
Did you give her the tips?
Right,
No,
exactly.
Jada already, you know what I'm saying? It's like you said, see, you got Jay on one hand. It's like, I ain't trying to be no speaker, Jack, whatever. Jada on the other hand is like spitting image of me when she get that mic in her hand. Like,
Yeah, that's what's crazy about Jada. She's so quiet, but when she get the mic, she be ready.
She don't
She
play
showtime.
with it.
Turn that
Yeah,
switch
she
on.
does.
She
She got the
showtime.
gift. Oh, she got it.
She got the gift.
She got it, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I'm a little nervous. First time seeing her. Hopefully she don't get nervous because I'm in the room. But I definitely like, you say your son playing ball. For me as a speaker, that's like watching
ball.
your
Oh,
son.
no doubt.
Right. Oh, no
doubt.
question.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no
Feel me?
question.
At
No
a young
question.
age, you looking at, what she got,
Oh,
ball?
yeah, no
I
doubt.
should take C and have her come back. See where she at. She had a 2E. She had a 2E. I can get her to her.
No, I just seen her outside. I thought I was coming. She was like, no. No, do not come.
Anybody but
So,
you.
yeah, exactly. Do not
I'll
come.
record it and send it to you. See, Jada Beatty, you had a -1.
You had a negative
I'm
one.
gonna work with you.
I'm talking about
gonna work with
you and Avery both in the negative. You know what I'm saying? Do we have an insurance bucket here for those of you first time?
We keep one.
Yeah. For those of you
We
first
keep a
time
bucket.
listeners, welcome to the
This is
Secret to
actually,
Success
Paul,
podcast.
This is actually a
Here's-
check.
okay.
I'm willing to put this.
Sign it over.
This is a
Oh,
check.
okay, yeah.
So they can see this is a real life
For our
check.
first time Secret to Success
That joker.
listeners, what we do here is we have an insurance bucket. And if we hurt anybody's feelings, then we just give them the money from the bucket. So if you hurt, listen, man, listen. I got something that I had to bring to the podcast, okay? And I think it's killing a lot of people. No, I'm serious. And it's not the
real.
inability to self-assess. Okay, so let me I'm going to say this, and we'll have a conversation about it. And it's still fresh, so I'm trying not to get my feathers ruffled. Y'all know I go high D.
No question.
We had a situation within the company, right? And we had a member of the team who had a situation, right? And I asked for that situation to be dealt with.
I put the money in the thing.
Okay.
Let's go.
Just say the name.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
I
sorry
put a couple thousand in the doggone
Okay.
bucket. He
That
all
bucket
around.
don't look big.
Yeah, he all around.
No, it's a check. Don't worry about it. It's blank. So I asked this person to deal with a situation. All right, take care. Handle this situation, right? So the situation blew up. Long story short, it blew up. It just went awry, right? And so now I'm getting texts, I'm getting calls, the whole nine. And I'm talking to the person, and they're telling me every single thing they did right. Like literally telling me, and I was so livid. I was so mad. And I was trying to explain to this person that the greats don't look at what they did right. Come on. They look at what they did wrong. But I'm telling you, man, people get so obsessed with being right that they forget that they need to be doing what's right. And I promise you, man, the pride was on the line so deep, and I felt the pride, and I was like, yo, the difference between myself and y'all and how we operate is that I don't see the world in gray. We either win or we lose, period. There is no in between, and I promise you, this young lady was trying to tell.
Oh, there we go.
I did.
Here we
Okay,
go.
I'm getting it.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
The name is coming next.
No. Listen to me. Listen to me. And I know she's listening. I was trying to explain to her that trying to do the right thing is not good enough.
That's not the right thing. Yeah.
That will not, that and $1.99 can get us a carton of eggs. I promise you. But we live in a world where, this is the way I tried to explain it to her. The reason I hated math class, y'all, is because I had a teacher who would not give you partial credit. So if you could do, like, if it was a long equation, you could have every step right, miss the last decimal point and get the problem wrong, and my man would be like 0.
Wow.
And I was pissed because I wanted him to say, but look at everything else before that. Everything else was right, except for this last little part. And I was so immature that I wanted him to acknowledge the right and not the fact that the whole thing was actually wrong. And so I was trying to explain that, and this person refuses to accept responsibility. And I said, man, that's why so many people cannot grow. I promise you, because you always want to look at what you did right and you refuse to look at what you did wrong. And I don't know if it's a self-esteem thing. You scared to say I was wrong. I'll take it. And it was like one of those situations that pissed me off even more, because you know how people be like, oh, well, I take the L, but you know they not really feeling it. And I'm like, no. You have this confused. If it landed back on my desk and it's still an issue, it's a 0.
Right.
It's either 100 or 0. Either you executed and got it done or you did not. And I'm telling you, man, you got to speak to this. People feel the need to be right so bad, they will like begin to bend the earth and everything around it and try to find reasons from out the blue as to why they were right and they did nothing wrong for their own success. It's somebody sitting here listening to this now. You're not where you want to be in life, and you have blamed somebody else for that.
Wow.
You found reasons to say it was because of this, and this. And I promise you, the only reason we got Eden #1 is because there was no excuses. I love it. Carl, no. There used to be a sense of CJ's the golden child. And CJ can't do no wrong in E's eyes. And it's probably true. But here's why. E will tell you, execution at the highest level and full ownership for anything that did not go right. And I have never in my life said, E, you were supposed to. Even if I felt like that. Even if I felt like E could have done something better, I always owned my own stuff. I will own E stuff for him. I was never scared to do that. And the minute something happens and you don't execute on that level, the first thing you start doing is telling me everything you did right. No, you don't understand. I did this. I did this. I did this. I promise y'all, because I had to calm down, because I went a little bit too far. So I called her back in the morning, and I said, let's talk. I said, you know what? Let's just talk. You had a chance to overnight to digest what we talked about. Just talk to me. I set I knew they was ready. Like, okay, this is my moment. He not mad. Kid y'all not. It's 9 o'clock on the dot. I sat my phone there. They talked for 10 and a half minutes.
Wow.
And the entire 10 and a half minutes was everything they did wrong. And in the last 30 seconds, she said, but it didn't work out, so I'll take the L and I'll take the blame for that.
Everything she did right.
Everything was right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, everything. Yeah, it's telling me everything they did right for 10 and a half minutes. And in the last 30 seconds was like, but I guess it didn't work out, so I just had to take the L for that. I said, wow. I said, imagine a doctor who had a patient that died. And the doctor just said, man, I did everything right. I did everything right. I said, you still got to go out there and tell that family that whoever is dead, and you did it. And so I sent her a quote, and I said, the operation was a success, but the patient died. I want y'all to let that sink in. The operation was a success.
This ain't no sink
but
in.
The patient died.
Listen what I'm telling you. This ain't no sink in for me. My uncle went to the hospital with diabetes, like just like a cut, then heal, and he didn't come back home. The death certificate said heart failure. Well, doggone it, everybody died heart failure. Your heart stopped.
Right. Listen, I'm sitting here trying to tell her, the greats, we talked about Kobe last week. After Kobe won the championship, he was back looking at the film, saying, what could I have done better?
Yep.
After he won the doggone chip, he's still in the film room. This person took a L and still is going back to tell me every single thing they did right. So for 10 and a half minutes, I just watched my phone. It was an entire explanation of every single thing they did right. In the last 30 seconds, they tried to take a baby piece of ownership. And I'm not even talking about this situation.
Yeah, just in
I'm talking
general.
about life.
Yeah, in general.
Like, dog, you want to pass the blame on everything. You want to get so many good reasons and so many excuses. And I promise you, stop looking. The world is not gray. Either you got the check or you didn't. Either you can feed your kids or you can't. Either you can sign that tuition check or you cannot. There is no gray area in that. And I think as humans, we're conditioned to soften the blow. Does that sound about right, E?
That's it.
We want to soften the blow. So what we'll do is we'll set up all of these buffers as the like, okay, if stuff don't go right, it's because of this. This is what happened. I got a good reason. I got a good explanation. And I just tried to explain to that person, man, you don't get partial credit.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. Okay, you could tell me. I'm down to listen. Let's spend the next 3 hours of you telling me everything you did right. It still didn't. The patient died.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and I'll let y'all elaborate. I had to get that off my chest because I mean it was fresh as I'm walking in here.
No question.
But I really think, man, human beings would be a lot better off. And I promise you, this is something E talked about with Carl and I early on. Like there's a reason we got shirts to say execution is worship. Execute, execute, execute. We talk about execution and getting it done and securing the bag and doing every single thing that we said we were going to do in our power. And then bruh, look at the shirt Carl got on. Bruh.
When you want to succeed.
Y'all have heard the story a million times. When I did the shirt, it didn't have an E on the end. It said when you want to succeed as bad as you want a breath. E's trademark signature shirt was messed up and we had about 1,000 of them. I took the L. I didn't say. Did I send it to you for proof?
No.
Did I send it to you?
You sent it to
sent
me,
it.
but not for proof.
No.
You know,
Did
I ain't gonna catch it.
Right. Did I send it to you?
You sent it to me,
all
though.
saw.
Yeah, I
Every
saw
single
it.
person in the company saw the design,
I
Mo.
was so geek ball.
Every single person
I was
saw
so
it.
geeked.
Not one person said, yo, see, it's supposed to be an E at the end.
It was Camille when we needed
Camille
her.
with
Listen, the graphic designer
Yeah.
Didn't see it.
didn't see it.
Yeah.
The dude, the middleman who I went through, he was helping me, connecting me with the he sent it to me. He didn't see
Who
it.
was the first person to actually recognize it?
Cam, my sister-in-law.
I see.
She was like, bro, we got the shirts out. We bust them up. I put one on. She was like, don't breathe. Got an E at the end. Bro, I felt my heart sinking to my stomach.
Yeah. But who did you blame?
That's where I'm getting to.
Yeah, the heart sunk in my head. That's
I could have talked for 10 minutes about all the people who saw it.
I sent it. Yeah.
I sent it to Carl. My mama saw it. E, why you ain't say nothing? Well, I went back and forth with the graphic designer. Well, y'all know I ain't that smart anyway, so how y'all ain't... Bro, I could have had a... Bro, I called them and I said, yo, now that might even... Y'all like, why is he tripping? Bro, we had $6,000 in the bank and we spent the whole $6,000. That was it.
Everything.
That was the whole re-up.
He was all in.
That we were all in. That was the company budget. I blew it all. I took full responsibility. I never once made any excuse. I never said anything I did right. I never said Carl name, E name. I never said the graphic designer. I didn't go back and try to get a discount from my man for the next one. That was my fault because I was in charge of that and it failed. And I'm not scared to own my failures. And guess what? Because I do that, I can actually learn. So my fear for this young lady is because you don't want to look at anything that you did wrong, you will never grow.
No. Not only will you never grow, this has happened to you before. Like this has happened to you before. Like you've been here before. And here we are, 2020 January, and you back at having the same problem you had before. Yeah, that's the challenge. Like, this ain't your first time, right? And so here's the thing. C said it. I'm going to give y'all two things, right, to try to, like, kind of solve it because I know we've talked about this before. So I want to give you, like, a potential solution. But here's the problem. You cannot grow. That means, like, you want a new house, you want a new car, you want to make more money, whatever it is. You cannot grow if you don't grow, right? You got to get this. You cannot grow. Like nothing around you is going to grow if you haven't grown. And there are some just like, yo, with our superpowers, like with my ability to speak and be enthusiastic and whatever, like, yo, it is some corresponding weaknesses that go with that. Like, it's some limitations that go with that. I promise you I'm not the only person that is what we call a flight attendant. I'm not the only person like me. But the difference between me and most people is that they only want to work on their strengths. They don't want to work on their limitations. I'm not here because I speak well. I'm here because I used to be too emotional and I had to deal with that. I was forgetful. I had to deal with that. I didn't communicate for some people effectively. I had to deal with that. Like, I can list to you the 5 or 6 or 10 things that is a corresponding weakness. I promise you on everything I love. Maul, when it was introduced to me that all the stuff that I do wrong, I'm not going to die with it, Maul. Now, you might bring it to me and tell me you don't do this. You don't. Man, I just got off. I promise y'all, I got to speak Wednesday at 4. I got to be in Little Rock the next day. The flight left at 4. I spoke at 4. Watch this, Maul. I promise you. My agent just texted me 30 minutes ago with Tay. Like, yo, E didn't catch it. E got a flight at 4 o'clock. I saw it on the calendar, but E's gig is at 4 o'clock. Tay was like, yo, we got a challenge, him and Didi flying, and it's only one first-class ticket. And I wrote, it's all good. I took care of it this morning at 3 o'clock this morning. It's all good. Like, no, you caught me a year ago. I wasn't organized. I didn't look at my schedule. It was certain things I didn't know. I promise you a year later, you ain't going to catch me on the same stuff. Like, I'm not going to see it on the film and not do nothing about it. Like, I see it on the film. Like, E, you forget stuff. E, you didn't? I'm like, nope, not going to happen today. Not only did I call homegirl, homegirl was like, it's going to cost you $500. I was like, do me a favor. We should have some credits. Ma, I promise you before, last year, it was like a couple tickets I was supposed to use, some other stuff, and I didn't use it. And my wife was like, well, didn't so-and-so know that you were supposed to? Why didn't they call you? I said, boo, it ain't they fault. They ain't flying, I'm flying. But I bet you 2020, I won't lose a ticket. I won't lose a credit. So here's the deal. All right, so let me help you. I want to help you, right? Here, I'm going to say it one more time real slow. Most of you want to grow. You want to, and I know who this person is. And I've said to them, I feel you. Like, you have every right to want to be at the top. Like, I feel you. I want to be at the top. I don't even want to be at the top sometimes, but I want to be at the top. I feel you. But you cannot get to the top doing the same stuff you've been doing. And a lot of you guys get frustrated, but I'm going to tell you what people hate. People don't hate when you make mistakes. People hate when you make the same mistake over and over and over again.
Now, I see where Avery got it. I'm about to get negative. Yeah. I'm feeling real negative.
Come back.
No, keep going. I'm sorry. No, I'm not, bro.
Go with the negative. I got it. I promise you. I'm not going to lose my thought. Go for it.
Bro, I just...
All right. So here we go. So
how long should the conversation be?
Yeah.
If it didn't get done,
Yeah.
how long should the conversation be?
Yeah.
Just on his face.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a 1-second conversation.
Yeah.
If I say, E, my stove broke, can you cut? You say, see, I'll be there at 5 o'clock to fix it.
Yeah.
If you call me at 6 and I go, E, is the stove fixed? And you say, no, done. We don't need to talk anymore.
Nope.
Right, that's it.
That's it.
I don't need to know anything else.
If you're trying to execute.
So why am I on the phone for 2 hours?
Because you're not
On
trying
his
to
face.
execute. Yeah, because you're not trying to
There
execute.
are no
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything else. And maybe this is the high D in me. I don't know. Again, and this person, I know you pissed at me right now. Call me as soon as you're listening to this. I don't care. But understand something. It's a 1-second conversation.
Yeah. It is, see, it's a 1
To
second.
get negative.
No. Listen to me. I hear you. Listen to me. And I want to help those of you who are listening. I want to help you. Don't let his blood go too high. We need him.
I'm going to do the whole podcast with my hood on now.
Yeah, listen to me.
I got to go 8 Mile.
There are those of you, literally, you want to go to the next level. I feel you. But you have to want to grow with the same energy that you want to go to the next level. Like I told y'all, C will tell y'all, when I first started speaking, I was not ready for corporate. Like, I could not do corporate work when I first started. But when you look at my language now, you look at the codes, the rules, and who I am when I get on that stage, I'm a totally different person. I looked at my limitations, was like, yo, E, Bruh, my wife will tell you, I did a playbook with all the limitations of a flight attendant. I got all them jokers listed. Forgetful, talk too fast, don't communicate effectively. You know, I got them all written down. Emotional, I got them all written down. And I promise you, I get up and like, all right, Didi, how am I doing on that one? All right, Didi, how am I doing? I promise y'all, I'm not going to sit here for 4-5 years. Somebody tell me that my left hand is whack and Cat's just coming and stealing from me, ripping the ball out my hand, embarrassing me on national TV, and I'll be a fool not to wrap my right arm up and just be in the gym 24/7. So here's what you got to do. Here's the problem. All right? So you have two ways of looking at this. You can look at it from a selfish standpoint or you can look at it from a team standpoint. So when you talk for 30, 40 minutes, you're talking to 30, 40 minutes because you're trying to defend yourself. It's no longer about us now. It's about you now. It's no longer about the team. Because when it's about the team, it's about executing. When it's about you, it's about your reputation. It's about how people see you, how people think about you, right? So whenever you're getting defensive, it's because, all right, so Maul, I always got to keep it 100 because I can't help people if I can't keep it 100. I don't know, 6 months ago, I swear I was going somewhere, and I go this place a lot, and Didi be on, turn left. And I'm like, I already know where to go, right? Like, why you keep telling me that? Maul, on everything I love. God is my witness. I put the left turn signal on Maul like a mile before we had to get to that joker. I'm talking about like a mile, Maul. And got over the left lane, Maul, way before. I'm about to create an accident. I done got over so early. And I heard my conscience say to me, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, I don't want her to tell me where to go. He was like, okay, and what does that mean? I was like, I'm tired of her telling me to turn where I already know to turn.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, you think she just doing that? Did you not turn when you were supposed to turn once? I was like, yeah. Okay, well, does she know? Like 5 out of 6 times you might forget. So when is she supposed to know you know and when she's supposed? So you messed up. When you didn't do what you were supposed to do the first 3-4 times she had to tell you, that's it. That's it, bruh. Yeah. It's over. You don't have the right to be in control no more. You lost control. So she's not telling you to turn left because she's trying to get on your nerves. She's trying to get to where we're trying to get to. But Maul, it hit me hard. I had to stop and ask myself, you a grown man. This way I should have probably inserted a curse word. You a grown man. Why are you cutting the turn signal on a mile ahead, getting over, and I had to be real with myself and Maul and say, because I don't want her to tell me what to do.
You got to turn the AC and the radio down so she hear it.
I'm just being real.
Make sure she hear it.
I had to deal with you being immature.
When you hit it.
Petty.
You being over dramatic, kid. Like, what's the problem? And I was like, yo, I hate people. God, I just hate people telling me what to do. Yeah. And so then he was like, why would you hate for somebody? First of all, this is your help me. Have you lost your mind? I told you I was going to give you a help me. I told you those that find a wife find favor of the Lord. So why are you against the person that I gave to you to help your dumb butt? I'm trying to help your dumb butt. So why are you mad at her for telling you what you like? Are you stupid? Are you stuck on stupid? You have a problem. You don't want to be told what to do. That is ignorant. When you have somebody that's there to tell you what to do, that's ignorant. Somebody's got your back. They covering you. So I need you to deal with it. And I had to deal with Maul. Like, yo, like not CJ or you or Carl. I had to deal with myself. E, you're out of order. You're not playing for the team right now. You on E and how E look. And you got to tell me, don't tell me I'm grown. Apparently you not. Apparently, like, you be forgetting. Apparently, your mind be racing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thinking of a million things while you driving, and you just forgetting. So why are you getting mad at her for telling you, and most importantly, why you about to get into an accident going to put the doggone signal a mile before? Like, stop it. And for a lot of you, you don't want to deal with that person. Because, Maul, that's embarrassing. I love the dude that can get on stage and kill it. I love the dude that can, you know what I'm saying? I love the dude that you proud of, Maul, like that you want to follow. But I got to also deal with the dude that's doing some dumb stuff and turn the doggone turn signal on. I can't ignore him. And I hate dealing with him because I hate to feel like I'm almost 50 and still be on some childish stuff. But it's real. I'm childish. It's real. I have some weaknesses. It's real. I be doing some dumb stuff. It's real that some things that I don't want to do, I find myself doing. It's real that I'm not perfect. It's real. So instead of trying to ignore it, Eric, deal with it, because why? Now you about to mess up your marriage. Now you about to mess up like a whole day because you got an attitude because she told you. Now, Didi ain't got an attitude, but if you get one, y'all heard that podcast. If you get one, and Ma, I promise you, we ain't had an argument. Man, she was on the phone the other day. He heard so much laughter. Remember when, I don't know when I called, but I called her. He was like, what's Jada and Didi doing in the back?
Oh, yeah.
Ma, it's so much laughter now. But because I got to deal with that dumb Eric Thomas. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to seem like, and I know who this is. It's so funny, CJ, just hearing you say this. It's like, I know sometimes they're even doing stuff they shouldn't be doing because you want to be affirmed and you want to be seen and you want to be like, I'm a good person. Like, I know what I'm doing. And like, sometimes to know what you're doing is to not do it. Sometimes like to know what you're doing means I'm giving this to Maul or I'm going to get this to Carl. But when you're fighting for that attention, you know what I'm saying? When you're looking for affirmation in the wrong places, now all of a sudden you're doing things for the wrong reason and you're doing stuff to fix stuff so that people can say, yeah, you fixed it. Yeah, you deserve to be on the, like you should be up there on the mount, whatever that's called.
Rushmore.
Rushmore, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for real, your motives are wrong. And so here's what y'all gotta understand. I conclude with this. When your motives are wrong, no matter how much effort you put in it, it's going to backfire on you. It's never going to work because your motives are wrong. So when I click that doggone hookup and I'm like left turn and I get over a mile early, we're going to have a car accident. Police going to pull me over. Something dumb's going to happen.
How did your day end? I'm just saying, because just Didi alone. No. I'm saying if she heard the turn signal and all that.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh,
the result that you don't want, you still
I'm
end
about
up
to
with
get
anyway.
it. Right. Which is why I told her, I stopped and was like, yo, D, I'm being immature. Like, I'm like, for real, I don't know what it is, but and guess what I did the next morning, Ma? I woke up and said, God, I got it. I hate being told what to do. I'm giving it to you. I don't know why I get aggravated when some people.
Bro, how far did you turn the turn signal on? How far was
Ma. I had that joke on. Hey, and like she said, turn the radio down. Click.
Let it be known.
Let it be known. Let that joke
Let it be known.
I know I'm petty, Mo. I know I'm petty, Mo.
When you said it the first
real.
time, I thought you was being facetious.
No. I'm heard you. Okay, so I'm gonna help you see. So when you going down Michigan and you make that left on Michigan, and then you go like the what is it called? The adult facility, elderly facility. You go there, you make that left. You got Hobby Lobby. You know, at the end, Cheddar's. I'm saying when I first hit that left right there, that sucker. As soon as I hit that left, see, I hit that click right there, and by the time I got up to Hobby Lobby and hit that left, she knew for sure. I knew where I was going. But petty, bruh. And I'm just saying, y'all got to be careful because we always want to be.
Preacher is back.
We always want to be seen in a good light. We always want people to see us in a good light, see us as a good person. And there's an evil person in us. And to C's point, when he didn't get to eat right, yo, we human. And I don't know why we always got to act like we not human and just be real and say, here's what we should do. Just be real and say, oh, that's it, Mo. That's it, Mo. Hey, but you gonna have to keep it on for a minute, Mo. Because I had that joke on.
Keep it on the rest of the time.
Just said, hey.
Let me get our sponsor in for this week real quick. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Listen, HelloFresh makes cooking delicious meals at home a reality, regardless of your comfort in the kitchen. Using a pictured step-by-step recipe guide with pre-measured ingredients. That's right, you heard me, pre-measured. It's not like your grandma's recipe, you know, how she used to just put 2 pinches of salt and you don't know what 2 pinches look like. Nope, we got it pre-measured for you. I'm talking about you have everything you need to get a wow-worthy dinner on the table in just about 30 minutes and some in as little as 20 minutes. You heard me right, 20 minutes with their quick recipe options. Get your time back, man, from all those weekly grocery trips. Check this out. On average, a trip to the grocery store takes about 41 minutes. I'm sure somebody studied that. I don't know who, but they worked it out that it's about 41 minutes it takes you to go grocery shopping. Now, I'll be real. I'm questioning that statistic. I think it's more because I've seen my wife go and it turns into 2 hours real easy. But again, with their numbers at 41 minutes a week, that adds up to 35 hours every year that you're just spending at the grocery store. What could you do with that time back? Come on, man. If you're tired of having the same meals from week to week, break free from that dinner rut with HelloFresh's 22 seasonal chef-curated recipes every single week. There's something for everyone. They got from family recipes to calorie smart, vegetarian, and the fun menu series like the Hall of Fame and Kraft Burgers. You have the flexibility of easily starting and stopping your deliveries to fit your lifestyle. You can change your delivery days, food preferences, skip a week, whenever you need. You have full control. For all those tree huggers out there like me, LaShawna calls me a tree hugger. I'm not sure how I got that, but they did some research showing that at the University of Michigan, and it shows that HelloFresh's carbon footprint is actually 25% lower than store-bought grocery-made meals. So think about that for a second. You actually get a chance to help the environment, man, when you're rocking with HelloFresh. This week, man, we had, what was it called? The Firecracker Meatballs, roasted green beans and sesame seed rice. Listen, I know y'all been hearing about the sriracha sauce, man, but we put that thing together. The sauce was a mixture of sriracha, honey, sour cream, soy sauce, and the meatballs were seasoned with some ginger, the scallion whites, and some panko breadcrumbs. Listen, if you were tired of your boring meals, I'm telling you, quit playing and take advantage of this special promotion right now and get the most bang for your buck. Go to HelloFresh.com/success10. That's the number 10. And enter the same code, success10, to get 10 free meals. 10 free meals shipped to you. Again, that's HelloFresh.com/success10. And use that same promo code, success, the number 10.
I'm just being real. If your motives are wrong, if it's about self and you got to defend yourself, then you're not about the team, and it's always going to go wrong.
And you say this all the time too, right? See, you got to be coachable. You say that all the time, bro. When I first met you, you was like, bro, people ain't coachable, dog. I look at when people, like when I play ball, I used to always notice even when you watching film, people are watching film the wrong way. A lot of times, people watching their opponent and looking at the weaknesses of their opponent. When I watch film, I looked at my weaknesses. Right. So that way, because I can't work on the weaknesses of my opponent, but I can work on my weaknesses every day in practice.
What if you don't have no weaknesses? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they don't even listen. Listen, you don't even know you have. Listen, them to you. Okay, no.
Yeah.
Okay, you know. Let me tell you how sick this thing is.
Yeah.
Oh, this I promise you. Bruh. So you know who this person, what type of person had challenges with in the past. What sex?
Females.
Yeah.
Okay. This one
was a male.
You know what she told me it was? Sexism.
Oh.
I said,
wow.
Now, trust me, ladies, if you listening, there is rampant sexism.
Right.
And there are equal pay, all of that.
All of that. Yeah.
I'm telling you, this ain't that.
Not in ETA.
This ain't that. No. Not from me. With the situation.
No, that's what I know.
No, I'm saying. You had 500 with the female sex.
Problems.
One. And I think this is. I'm telling you, I'm just hurt for the person. I wasn't even tripping off the situation. I'll deal with it. It's not even that deep. I'm trying to let you see, and you're like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can't see.
You cannot see.
You blind. You can't see.
Carl, sexism.
Like
that's the reason I'm having trouble with this person.
Yeah.
Now, I just had a problem.
With 400 women.
But this one.
It's not my fault. Yeah. You ain't the boss of me.
So again, okay. So let's pull back. All right. So again, let's go back, E, because I want you to speak to it from this standpoint. There was always that. Seize the golden child.
Yeah.
I've been your right hand man for 14 years.
Yeah.
No cap. How many times has somebody called you and been like, "Yo, I got a real C is bring it." Like how many times? Like anything? Just
Zero.
Like.
No, I'm just being real. Zero.
I mean, just like
no.
money.
Yeah,
How many headaches have I brought you?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
in 14 years.
I'm gonna look at the camera.
Hey.
No. No. Listen,
None,
I'm not
see.
trying to big up
No,
myself.
I know what you mean.
right.
No, I
I'm
know
just
exactly
saying,
what
like,
you're
yo,
saying.
I just got it done.
Yeah.
That's either I get it done or I don't.
Get it done. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if I ever told you this, but my mother said, because my mom didn't know you like that at
Yeah.
first. My mom was like, yo, I'm not sure, like you and E I kind of get, but she's like, yo, every time I look at CJ owned the company. It ain't you and E at all. Like y'all had nothing to do with that. She's like, CJ owned, and my mom didn't know you. Like for real, but she said there's just something about you when you speak. She's like, yo, he
Bro, I put it on my
owns
back.
it.
I
Takes
want the
full
pressure.
responsibility.
No, I want the pressure.
Not the
And I want to
reward.
take full responsibility. Bro, and I listen, as a grown man, if I make a mistake, I'm going to be the first one to own it.
Facts.
And guess what? I've gotten so much better over the years because of my mistakes. Everything didn't work out, but I literally acknowledged it. And I'm sitting here telling this person, like, yo, you got, like, I heard in no less than 500 other good reasons. I'm talking about good reasons.
Oh, no questions asked.
It
But I'm
got
saying-
sent. The call was made.
Yeah.
This person was supposed. I can show you the email where I.
Yeah.
And then I can show you my text.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, be real. See, when we got to get off of this, but be real. When we first start dating, we want to present this person.
Me and you. Oh, I didn't know where you was going. Be real. See, breaking news.
We all
officially
do it, Mark. We
Our
want-
wives
don't let my
think
wife
that's
hear
the
that.
truth.
Don't let my wife hear that. We want to always put our best foot forward,
Yep.
and not effort wise, but we always want people to think the best of us, and that's okay. But when you get to a point in a relationship, it's like, yo, at some point you get to a real relationship when you know you see the ugly. Like that's when you know it's a real relationship.
That's
Like
right. It's real.
you don't mind that person.
That wake-up face.
For real, the wake up face. It's like, yo, you don't mind. the person
No, you
who
ain't never
know.
lied. Because I told somebody they was talking about getting married. I said, have y'all passed gas in front of each other? They said no. I said, y'all not ready.
ain't
to
ready,
get married.
for marriage
You ain't
yet.
ready yet.
If you can't pass gas,
But I'm saying,
You might wanna-
but a lot of people can't get past that. I want you to see me in a certain light. Like I want you to see me as a good person. Like a lot of people can't get to the point where it's like, I need you to, I'm comfortable with you really knowing who I really am, because we feel like some type of way that if you know who I really am, you don't want me, or I'm not gonna be invited, or I'm not gonna be liked, or I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna be a part. Where actually what you don't realize is when you're being fake and you don't show your real self,
Yeah.
you're going to be pushed out because people are afraid because they don't know you. So it's not the ugly that frightens us. It's me not really knowing you're ugly that frightens me. If I know you're ugly, I can deal with your ugly.
Yeah.
I can prepare for it. But when you're trying to always put this face up that you perfect, you in a great space, you're in a great light, and especially not with the internet. You taking a picture trying to make me like you trying to make me see something that ain't even there when you take this picture. You trying to create a like, yes, you were in the building. Yes, y'all did see each other at the airport, but you took a picture with them like you know them. You feel me? Like, happy birthday. Like, you saw them at the airport. You don't physically know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said to me when I said congratulations to Coach Reed. First of all, I've been to Kansas City multiple times since
Right.
2014. It's like, oh, you a fake fan. I'm not. I never told you I was a fan. I'm a Lion fan. I never said I was a fan. I said congratulations.
Right.
But I literally have a relationship with Coach Reed. Like, I literally was at the Super Bowl last year in the hotel, and Coach saw me and went, hey, E.T., what's up? And we went to the side and we chopped it up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I don't have to be fake. I'm at a point where I can be real. And that's what I said on one video, Maul. I want you to know my mistakes in my marriage, in my ministry. Why? You don't benefit from the good that happens with me and Didi. You don't get nothing out of that. You don't get nothing out.
That's the easy button.
That's the easy button. You get somebody when Didi come on and go off on me and talk about our real life. Oh, that's what you don't get nothing from me keeping Didi quiet and trying to act like we perfect, it ain't nothing going wrong. You actually get more. The podcast that everybody wants is the wives' tale. Like, everybody, when they gonna come back on? We got so much from that. And so I'm gonna be real with my wife even. Probably with my wife more than anything, but it's like, yo, you gotta be honest, E. You can't stand her telling you what to do. You gotta go pray about this. This is a sickness. You gotta get over this, because on the other side of this sickness is some blessing. The growth is going to bring you something that you can't currently get cutting the doggone.
I mean, it just can't, like, when you think about it, like, I told you.
I just don't want them to feel like this is why you don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, my wife was like, yo, you've been going a lot, and when you come back, like, some kind of way, anytime we supposed to have a date at night, it don't never work out. Mm-hmm. So she like, we're going to do, like, date day. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dog, you retired?
Right.
I'm like, you home now? Right. I'm with you way more. Mm-hmm. And I got all of these things that I'm thinking about that I could point to reasons that I'm a great husband. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I could start reading off my stats. Yeah. I could just read off the whole stat sheet. I'm talking about vacations, retirement,
right?
Your life,
shopping, your life,
everything.
Taking care of your mama, whatever. Yeah. I could just, you know what I did? I said, "See, go back and look at what you're doing wrong." Yeah. And so we've been on date day.
To the game. Yeah.
Bruh. And I'm the one, and I'm the one setting it. I'm the one saying, yo, let's go. I'm taking Friday afternoon. That's it. It's a wrap because you're right. I go to sleep early. I fall asleep at 8 o'clock at night. So she like, what kind of date is this? but during the day, I'm in my prime. I'm like, that's the best of me. Right around 11, bro, I promise, when I get out the gym, bro, I'm good to go. Bro, to spit water out his nose. No, that's it. Bro, I'm old now. Listen. Y'all,
no
look,
question.
Look, I'm about to be snoring. But what I'm saying is, I could go back and be like, hey, bruh, how she gonna trip, bruh? She retired. She at the crib now. I could do that. Yeah. And guess what? I would remain the exact same husband I am right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I go back and say, okay, why is she feeling like this? Oh, okay, because she see me, I'm on my phone like that. She don't like that. Okay, cool, I got you. And I made the adjustments now. And I'm seeing her happiness level grow. Yeah. And I'm growing as a husband. Yeah. But I'm willing to take that feedback. Yeah. Doggone it, the most holy dude, I promise you I'm trying not to cuss. The most holy dude in the world got rebaptized. Was able to look at himself and say, I got an anger issue. Yeah. You done seen E get mad 4 times in his life. Uh-huh.
But real mad.
Oh, real mad. But I'm saying, E got back in the water. This person can't refuse to take an L. I'm talking about you got one of the greatest human beings in the world saying, I'm about to get back in the water because I got some things to work on.
I do. And
then I'm talking to this person and it's perfect. And you know what they'll tell me? Oh, well, look at the last times I was right.
Yeah,
I don't even.
You just don't get it.
And then you know what's so crazy? Like when you get emotional like that.
Bro. Yeah, it's hard.
You to take that responsibility. Everything you hear, now it's a personal affront to everything you've ever done in your whole career.
Yeah. Right.
I said, what? That
you can't separate.
Right. Well, last time
we ain't even talking about that. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't. So I am frustrated, maybe a little negative, but I'm just like, I really want people to understand it's your fault.
Yeah, it is.
It's your fault.
It's your fault.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, but the quicker you can acknowledge that it's your fault,
take ownership.
The quicker you can start getting, it's your fault. Yeah. You broke, it's your fault. Yeah. You got fired, it's your fault. Yeah. You didn't start that business, it's your fault. Yep. You didn't invest in yourself, it's your fault. Me and Mo was talking about that on the way here. He was like, dog, I got a dude who see me speaking now all the time. He asked me how I did it. I told him game changers. He was like, that was a year ago. I still see my man all the time. And he's talking about, is it work? Does it work? He said, dude drove up in a $50,000 car, scared to pay $1,000 a month to learn how to speak.
But he keep asking me every time, like, man, you getting better and better every time I see you. Yeah. Bro, what's the secret? How you do it? I'm like, game changer.
Yeah, turn your turn signal on a mile ahead. That's the secret.
Bro, but I'm sitting here I'm saying, it's your fault. You can make a million excuses, but it's your fault. And I promise you, whatever hurt that is, of like, bruh. Okay, Carl, go.
No, I was just going to say, don't get, what we have is unique. And what I said, like people listening, I want y'all to understand that the world might allow you to get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no question.
So I'm challenging you to be careful because there's some environments where that might work. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, they should have done this. They should have done that. But I'm just saying, to C's point, the result that you want, it ain't no world can help you to get that. It's your decisions that's going to help you get there. There's nothing else that can help you get to that but your decisions.
Yeah, no, it is, it's tough, man. And I really do, feel bad for, and again, I'm working with this individual because I got mad love for him, but I really do feel bad for people that can't take that full ownership. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that.
What do you do though in a case like that? If they eventually, I mean, because eventually you said all the information you could tell them.
Oh, bro,
So,
that's why that's why I'm so
right
passionate.
now.
That's a
Because we
good
spent a
question.
good 2 hours on the
I
phone.
got you. So at that
and
point,
I was, bro, I'm talking about I was in my deepest bag
Yeah.
of like professional personal development. Like I gave it all, and that next day I'm like, wow, I'm like, we right back to square one. I promise you. And so I think you like again, you have to just decide what you want. You can have your execution or your excuses. You can't have both. You just can't have both.
That's a bar.
So I'm good. I'm good. If you just want to live in that world where if things go right, they go right. If they don't, they don't. Then cool, I'll let you have it. And I'll stay out your business. Like, just go ahead and do you. But I'm trying to show you how you operate at the highest level. He talks about the 1%ers all the time. Like, I just refuse to believe that Jordan would get done watching film and just go, wow, look how great I am. Look at that shot. Ooh, I made that one too. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, I made another shot.
Jordan looked at the shots he didn't make.
And
why didn't I was looking at some story about Kobe, and they said that Kobe scored like 60 points a game, but he missed the last shot, the last game-winning shot.
Right.
And he literally went right
In
after
Miami.
the
Against
game,
Miami.
Yep.
and he went back and
shot
practiced
the
that
same
same shot for hours.
Yep.
Not saying, well, you know what, man? I missed the last shot, but I made 60 other points, though. Look at the points I made. He was pissed off that he didn't make that last second shot. That's the difference, man.
Hey.
That's the difference between the champions.
I saw, and again, we've been on Kobe heavy, but I saw a clip, right, where y'all can understand. So he's pinned in the corner, 3-point line. And of course, he's right-handed. So he was playing against Dallas. And defense is set up intentionally because they're studying Kobe's film.
Right.
And they're like, yo, you're not getting your right hand up. So they're like on his right arm. Dude did a turnaround fadeaway, was left hand, and hit the 3-point shot.
With the left.
With the left hand. 3-point shot, not no layup.
Right.
So you understand the level
no
of
question.
Hey,
difficulty.
you just said something, though. You said that the opposing team was still studying Kobe's film. That's why you need to study your weaknesses and work on your weaknesses because everybody knows
They know
exactly
what you're gonna
do.
They got your right hand. You watch how they guard Harden now. Like, my man can't. They know exactly what he's trying. I mean, he's still killing them, but it's that point. Like, they're trying to force him in certain directions, double team, triple team. But dude knows he watching his film and he's doing some stuff that he's just like, what in the world? It's like, I don't know what to do. But you got to be studying and knowing this is my tendencies, this is my weaknesses, and now here's what
So
I'm
let me ask you, Carl, because, you know, Maul is a high D, and, of course, I am too. So I think you've obviously been around us, you know, long enough to kind of feel that. But in the world of people who aren't, that high D, why do people, is it embarrassment? Is it shame? And I'm just saying, you probably know that demographic a little better than I. Like, what is it about somebody that, like, the crazy thing about this was, and the reason I'm so upset is, like, I called and had, like, a very level-headed conversation. I wasn't even going off. I was genuinely, it was a teaching moment. I'm like, yo, let me break this down. Like, because I think you did something right here, and it's either all right or all wrong. And I was trying to explain this to him. I'm like, there's too much nuance in what you're saying. And what is it though? Like, why, I wasn't yelling. You wasn't about to get fired. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even one of those kind of conversations where it was like, I could see if you like, all right, I'm about to lose my job, so let me just say anything and hopefully. I was very like, all right, cool. Let's talk about this. That's why I called back the next day. And I'm like, yo, let's talk about this. Like, let me show you how this works. Let me show you why for real. This person, you want E's admiration so bad. I'm like, let me show you how to get it. And still, I can't. They refuse. You could tell in their whole, like, okay. I'm like, wow. I'm like, all right, cool. But what is it? Is it, again, embarrassment, fear of failure? I don't know.
So one of the hardest things I think for people to, and this may sound simple, but it's super hard to see yourself. So as much as you tell me right, it only had to be some way off. As much as you tell me right, and my perspective is bent on whatever you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm locked in, dude. It takes maturity. Like, seriously, like, it takes serious maturity to hear it and be able to acknowledge, because your whole being is, watch what I'm saying. He said about motive, your whole being is fighting so hard to be right. And you're doing everything. Listen to what I'm saying. You're doing everything to be right, and you're doing everything to be right. You get where I'm going?
Not on the back end though. It's already wrong.
But I'm
Well,
saying,
maybe not in that person's
but
eyes.
my focus was doing everything
I'm just
to be
saying,
right.
if it's broke, and you go try to fix
they
it,
didn't
and
break
it's
it.
still broke,
In their
it's
mind.
broke.
In their mind, they didn't break it.
Yeah,
In
my
their
whole
mind.
focus
It's everybody
is
else's
doing
fault.
everything right. You see what I'm saying? My focus is just doing. I did everything. I crossed the T. I dotted the I. If that's my focus, I'm not focused on the result
Right.
on the result.
I got you. So I'm saying my point being would be, if I did everything right, I'm cool with you thinking you did everything right. But you know what you got to do? You got to call me and say, see, man, we got to have a talk. I have a blind spot that apparently I can't see because I thought I did everything right, but it went wrong and I missed something. Let's talk through what I did and show me how I could have handled that better to get to the next level. That didn't happen. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get to that point because this person sees the world in gray. So nothing is black and white. So again, I just believe either I paid my mortgage or I got evicted.
I mean, facts.
I don't live in this world where I have a million good reasons.
Right.
And it's kind of like I didn't get evicted.
Right.
But I kind of did. But I am in my mama's house. But it's because I don't live in that
I can't
world.
even speak on
I don't
that.
live in that world. And I'm telling you, I'm watching it and like it's like watching a train wreck. I'm like, yo, this is bad. Like, you think this is acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, and it don't hurt. You're not even hurt. You're so focused on, Carl, the patient is laying there dead. And you don't even care to figure out why. You just like, yo, I went to medical school and I did everything they told me. Goodbye. Would you want that as your doctor?
No.
Because guess what? When the next person come in for the same procedure,
Yeah.
another one dead.
What's the ad?
You just keep walking.
Okay is not okay. You see
Right,
the commercial?
yeah.
Just okay is not
That's what
okay.
I'm saying. And I'm just trying to say, like, dog, it was so frustrating, dog. It was so frustrating. I was literally like out, bruh, negative. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Avery. Just being negative. And shout out to Organifi too, man. Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, been rocking with a sponsor in this podcast for a grip. Organifi.com, ORGANIFI.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS, all right? Get 20% off your order. We appreciate them rocking with us, man. These sponsors allow us to keep doing the podcast. Also, man, shout out to Make Real Estate Real. The best real estate training portal and program in the world, and I mean that. If y'all seen it, lives been changed. Maul sends me pictures and screenshots of DMs every single day of people buying properties, purchasing their properties, people cash flowing, man, just with little to no money down, just killing it, man.
It's real.
And so Make Real Estate Real is doing some big things. So go to makerealestatereal.com to learn more. I believe you can go on there and watch one of Maul's keynotes too. So if you're lucky, you can see a little something. Also, man, we got to do events. We got events coming up. Carl, you got the dates for the events. Go ahead and get them while I cover this dead air real quick. Back to the 9 to 5 millionaire. Follow the 9 to 5 millionaire. It's on his hat right there.
9 TO5 millionaire.
Dog, how you got so many followers, dog? Maul got like 40, 50,000.
Almost 50,000.
Yeah,
I don't know. After this podcast, y'all could probably put me
might
over.
be over 50 by now.
So I'm almost at 50,000.
But yeah, no, what we got dates wise?
All right, so of course you got Phenomenal Life. That's coming up. That's right around the corner. But before that, hold on. I'm trying to scroll down real quick. On the phone, there's a lot of scrolling. Give me a second. There we go. Miami. Yep, we did Miami.
already did Miami.
We did Miami. I'm reading it. Hey, we need to fix the website, y'all.
Miami.
London
But get
is
your
coming
ticket.
up. Where's the date at?
March 7th.
London. March, no. Is it March 7th?
It is.
Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. March 7th, London, Royal Lancaster.
Hey,
So-
listen, London. I'm going to just have a moment of transparency. The tickets ain't going as fast as they should. Y'all making us nervous now. Hey, if you're in the UK, we are coming. It's our own event.
Right.
All right. Let me make that clear. Okay? Because we've had a few snafus in the past. All right? I would just call it a snafu. But we're still there. But this is our event. It's going to be a lot of ET. And myself, Maul, Carl, Tip, like it's us and our team only. There's not going to be 500 speakers before E gets up. E going to be up all day, every day. So if you're in London, in the UK, all right, buy your tickets now. All right, get the tickets. We're going to come over there, man, rock out with y'all. Have a fantastic time, man. Fish and chips. Where is it at?
Oh, Royal Lancaster.
Come on, Royal Lancaster.
Let's go.
If you over there, I promise you, you do not want to miss this. Maul is on another level right now. E is on a whole nother level right now. If y'all don't know Tiffany, you will. One of the most incredible, gifted, hilarious speakers you will ever see. And we're going to have a whole day turn up. So, London, man, go on, get them tickets. Quit playing.
All right, so that's March 7th. Then we hit L.A. We going back to Cali, April 18th. I love this schedule this year.
West Side.
Yeah. Then after that, we come back to the hometown, Atlanta. We hitting Atlanta. Atlanta, May 23rd. May 23rd.
I better be in the building, ATL.
Then we out to Houston, June 6th. June 6th. And this one, I love the travel schedule.
It's going to be hot.
We hitting Honolulu, Hawaii on June 20th.
My birthday. Now, look, y'all need to come on out. That's
that's right.
Look, this will be the first time my wife and I not spending my birthday out the country. Even though CJ say it's Hawaii, that still ain't
Hawaii
out the country.
That's not out the country.
Hey, there's a reason they say the lower 48.
Right.
Hawaii and Alaska is
not out the country, but come on, spend my birthday with me.
Hey, and it keeps going. July 25th, Canada. I'm going to go through faster. Washington, D.C., October 24th. That's the day after my birthday. Okay. Reno. We coming to Reno November 14th. All right, y'all. There's a whole list. etinspires.com and just hit that 1% club. And you got all the dates, everything, tickets. Come on, man, y'all. We going to be coming out and we bringing it, y'all.
Appreciate y'all rocking with us. We'll see y'all out there. Now, I do have a fair file before we get off of here.
Oh, here he go. Oh, no.
I do have a fair file.
We ain't did a fair file in a minute.
Hold on.
It ain't been
we got to see. Hold on. Yeah, get the camera going. Hold on. Carl got to fix the camera so you can get his reaction when we do this fair file because he know right where I'm going. And that's the kind of friend I am. I'm going to make you feel good in the moment, but I will bring it up on the podcast.
Adjusting the camera, dog.
Yeah, go ahead and adjust it. Yeah. Shout out to E for that silent exit, too.
Oh, he gone?
Oh, he gone. He got to go watch his daughter speak.
Oh, man.
He didn't say bye.
Hey, it's only one.
So, Ma, you don't know this.
Here we go.
Okay, good. All right, good. We got it. All right. So, fair file.
Oh, here we go.
Carl calls me the other day and says, hey, I got a weird question for you. I said, huh? He said, hey, what kind of jeans you be wearing? I said, what? I said, what?
Wow.
He said, this gonna sound weird, but I like the way your jeans be fitting. I said, what? Ma, fair or foul?
Somebody play Genuine.
I'm about to play Genuine. Fair or foul, Ma? Fair or foul? For Carl to call and ask me what kind of jeans I had on and tell me.
Ma, in my defense, if there's any defense for this.
Oh, come on.
In my defense, I sat in the car. Tamisha and I were driving. I was like, yo. I'm like, Tamisha, I need to get some black jeans. He a fool, y'all.
Hey, go ahead, Carl.
He a fool.
So then what happened?
So I'm like, yo, I don't have my black jeans that I had. We washed them in the color. I can't even look at him. I can't look at y'all so stupid. Long story short.
I'm picturing you right now. It's like CJ.
So I'm like, Tamisha, like, she's like, well, who you know that got jeans, like, you know, that you like?
Got some real nice.
That got some nice jeans.
Like
I like
tight
your
jeans.
Hey, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna ignore him, y'all. So she was like, I thought like C jeans be straight, like he got decent jeans. So she's like, why don't you call him and ask him? And I was like, Tamisha, ain't no possible way for me to call and ask another man about his jeans.
Okay, so you saying Tamisha kind of had you call him?
She did, 100%, 100%, 100%.
But
it still don't help. But I was like, Tamisha, I can't call him. She was like, dude, just call and ask. I was like, no. Like, it was like at least a 5 minutes. She's like, yo, just call him and ask. We was literally parked outside the mall about to go. So I'm like, I'm going to just go look. So in my...
oh, dog. I gotta go with a foul, bro. Hey, if you're gonna ask somebody about their jeans, it can't be somebody like that you know, and especially can't be CJ. You just can't do it, dog.
Well, I go in the mirror and start looking at my butt like, them is kind of nice.
Hey,
I'm kind of mad you didn't ask me though. Right? What's wrong with my jeans?
hey, in light of today's podcast, y'all, I take full responsibility for this. This was foul.
Listen.
This was foul.
Listen, and then you know this the type of friend I am, right? Because I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I was like,
I got you.
Because you know, for real, I just Levi 5 button. That's just always what I
He
always
hooked
wore.
me up too.
Oh yeah, I was like, that's it. So I told I walked him through. I know that ain't weird, none of that. And Carl's like, oh, okay, I could tell. Carl here, Carl, you're a little nervous about that kind of stuff. I can hear Tamisha in the background. So you're right. Hurry up. So I'm telling him, he like, oh, okay, see, chill. He chilling. I said, okay, cool. And I got off the phone, everything, and I sent him a text. What it said?
He's like, this gonna be fair. I follow the podcast. Oh man.
Hey, so hey, matter of fact, Nikki, cut this clip, put this on the S2S podcast page, and I want y'all to comment below. Was Carl fair or foul? And on that note, we just gonna say,
Carl, do your dance. Carl, get do your dance. Dog.
And you ain't even got the jeans on.
Right.
I'm gonna wait next podcast, y'all. Next podcast, I got y'all.
We out of here. We'll see you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.
No, my throat is hurting right now, dog. No, for some reason when he started playing this song, I literally started pitching you like, I was like CJ like he's singing.
Bruh, I literally had that. I was like, I can't wait to do that. Oh, that was perfect. That worked out perfect.
Yeah,
that's good. Bruh, and I promise you, here's the crazy thing. We did all that waxing deep, and everybody gonna come up and talk about Carl
The whole thing.
And they missed everything else.
The whole doggone podcast.
Yeah.